Welcome to today's edition of State of the Matters, where top stories driving our nation will be unpacked. First, we'll bring you the headlines. Abia is the only state left. Benjamin Kalu on election sweep. In another story, no godfathers here. Ibom promises to block APC candidates in position in Abia. In a major story, no delay, no politics, but reaffirms commitment to Nigerians. We'll go on a short break now. Stay with us. To help us break down these headlines is our resource person, Kings Ojalo, and I am Cassie Tony. Welcome back again, Kings.
Thank you, Cassie. It's good to be back again on another segment. Thanks so much.
All right, so we've been dealing on politics.
As usual.
As usual. This time around, Benjamin Kalu, Deputy Speaker of the House of Rep, has said that he said, we have Imo State. The governor is working. I'm actually going to quote him verbally. He said the governor is working so hard to make sure that the votes that will come from there will be for Mr. President. That's BAT. We have Akwa Ibom State. My friend that is there as a governor is working so hard. What is left now is Abia State, because Anambra State is the agenda of renewed hope. I give it to Governor Soludo. He preaches renewed hope. He's a believer of the renewed hope. He's a disciple of renewed hope. So Anambra cannot count out of the question. The only one that is left out of the question is his very own state, which is Abia State. So Anambra State Governor is a disciple of renewed hope. Okay, educate us.
Anambra, just as he's nullifying, is of the ABGA. One thing again is Benjamin Kalu is missing out of something. Okay. If you recall in our other one of our analyses and discussions, I told you that people like this, came into power probably through smuggling or rigging and thereabout. That is why they don't understand what democracy is all about. You understand? Being a governor in an opposition or being in any governmental referendum and you are in an opposition doesn't mean you should automatically be an enemy of that administration or the president who is in another party. Of course, we all need one another to work together. It's just unfortunate that our democracy seems to be, if you must work in the same platform to be able to get anything from the high federal level and thereabouts. That is what Governor Oti doesn't know. It talks out of a sentimental mindset. Let me put it that way. Now, looking at Imo, Akwa Ibom, first of all, you should know that Akwa Ibom belongs to the South. If he's trying to categorize it among those easy targets of his, he has failed in that aspect. Yes. He claimed that Pastor that is Governor of Akwa Ibom, is his friend. Fine, they are all friends. I agree with that. But at the long run, wherever he's targeting, he should be able to indicate the region that it will suit his power. Now, looking at Abia State, that is still, trying to proclaim that he's not going to be exempted from his agenda, that is the renewed hope agenda of President Tinubu and thereabout. I think Benjamin Kalu should just hands off Abia State. You understand? My advice to him is to hands off Abia State. Despite being his own state, he should work hand in hand with Governor Alex Oti to be able to make that mandate a purified one. Okay. Talking about Solodu, that is the governor of Anambra State. Yeah. Solodu right on time. Yes, being in the ABGA, he has also made it known that, look, he's still in support
of the renewed hope.
Of the, not necessarily the renewed hope, with Tinubu administration. And that is what a governor should do. Even Alex Oti.
He's doing the same.
He's doing the same. He's working with the president. He's working with the president in terms of following up the administration to be able to better the welfare of Abia people. So what is Benjamin Kalu's problem all about? Why is
he wants the states to deliver votes to the governor during election.
Deliver vote to the, is he on the people's will or on his own power, his own money? What authority does he have? Is it because he's the Senate Deputy Speaker or what? You understand? That should be determined by the people. That is what democracy is all about. The people should be the one to say, okay, we are giving our vote for president. It's unfortunate that so many individual public office holders have taken it to be their own mandate that, look, I will deliver my state. I will deliver my state. What are the correspondent? What are the people saying? What are the voices of the people?
And probably must have pledged loyalty to the president.
Pledged loyalty to the president.
Abia State to be given to you.
But are the people in conjunction with that? You see, this is what we are talking about. So when I say most of the time that, look, democracy has been hijacked and placed in the hands of some certain individuals, I know what I'm saying. It is not being biased or trying to want to insult any high stakeholder. No, that is just the truth. It should be determined by the people. Looking at Solodu's case, yes, it's in the ABGA platform. Yes, definitely the ABGA as a political party or political system may have a presidential flag bearer. If Solodu chooses, he can also stand with the presidential flag bearer of ABGA to be able to emerge as president in coming to if he chooses not to, he can decide to follow President Tinubu agenda, but you should know that is an anti-party activities. There is no differences. If he should take that action, I repeat, if he should go on that kind of mandate, there is no difference between him and Wike, as the case may be.
And that brings us to this statement from the IPOB members: no godfatherism in Abia State. And I'm thinking maybe these people are making this statement due to what Benjamin has already said, and they are tackling him. They are really, this particular statement is going to Benjamin himself directly. They said Benjamin is working to trigger political unrest in Abia State for personal political gain. Could this be true?
Well, just as you said, it's that statement targets Benjamin Kalu, on that avocation on that is APC must take over Abia State. We all know that IPOB is they are not political actors, but thereabout they have to roll their voice out on the mandate of APC must take over the affairs of all southeastern states. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, look at Akwa, Enugu. The other time, the governor decamped to the APC. Which other state again? Imo State. He has always been a frontrunner in the APC in the whole of Southeast. We know about that one. Which other state again? Ebonyi. All these are...
Even River State recently decamped.
Yes, River State, of course, but the River State belongs to the South, so we know about that one. Akwa Ibom, Cross River governor too, right from time. As a matter of fact, it seems as if the Cross River, any governor that emerges, any individual that emerges as governor in Cross River State must be in sideline with the federal, because from the look of things. Now, the IPOB coming out right now, to me, it's a threat because their warning might not be totally verified by the federal high stakeholders, but thereabout is a warning, and it's also it's like a backup to the Alex Oti administration. I don't know if you understand, but in all of that, Alex Oti has not officially been a partner with the IPOB organization. He has not, want to have any, thing to do with them, but we don't know what might be an underground arrangement. But thereabout, he has publicly said that, look, I am not in engagement with the IPOB activities. But these people know what is on ground. They know what Benjamin Kalu agenda is all about, which is not really, I think the IPOB are actually speaking on behalf of the people. You understand? You shouldn't just because you are in a high position in the federal level or you want to take full control and tendency because you are being backed up by the current administration. It is uncalled for. You understand? There are other high stakeholders in the states. What are their demands? What are their own emphasis? I don't know if you understand. Okay, looking at Benjamin Kalu's move and most of the things he's trying to do. Okay, there are so many individuals who are under the platform of the APC trying to run for governorship, take over the position of Alex Otti. He started with his brother saying that this coming 2027 that his brother by the name Mascot, who's Kalu, is going to position him there. Or what right do you have? Is it because you are close to the current administration? Even the other one that called himself Emeka Atuma, he has not really, but normally he's always there to make sure that when he has the chance, he pick up. But someone trying to force his way in, and because you are trying to give remarks to the president concerning the renew hope agenda, what they call it, you want to use that means to make sure you input your own family to that position. Okay, why not go and look for someone else? Why your own brother? Can't you see how diluted most of these politicians are? So summarize the whole thing. Benjamin Kalu is, just as you said, he's talking out of his own selfish aim. You understand? It might not necessarily mean he wants to make sure Alex Otti, decamp to the APC. This is a case of he is trying to fix his own prominent family member into that governorship and seat of Abia State. That is what we are seeing here. So that is why this threat is, keep occurring. His fallacies of if Alex Otti tends to join the APC right now, I'll be of full support. There's a lie. It's not coming from his mind.
It's coming from his chest.
Anyhow you put it. But he knows very well. He knows fervently well that Alex Otti will never stick to, fall into that, decamping exercise done by every other governor. So I urge Benjamin Kalu to please let Alex Otti be. Let Abia State be. These people has also volunteered. They said, look, we are standing on the mandate of Alex Otti. Was it not a community the other time that donated 100 million? To support is coming back as a governor. Yeah. How many organizations in Abia State? How many stakeholders? So what is your problem? Must you be in APC before you take over? So
your final thought on this is?
My final thought.
Benjamin should maintain his lane.
Let it be, and APC must not be the only. We are not. See, Nigeria can never be a one-party system. It's not going to happen. No matter how they, go about it. No matter how they, force the affairs of all governors in this category. It's not going to work. So this administration should kill that mindset of buying governors and their agendas into a one-party system. It's not going to work. There are other political parties in Nigeria. So what are they going? What use are they going to be if Nigeria tends to be? There's no country in the world that the entire political affairs is in one-party system. So Nigeria cannot be the first country that will commence on that in Africa.
Thank you so much, Ojalo. Now moving to another political development. No delay, no politics. But our amiable president, has come out to make another empty promises to Nigerians, and I pray they don't fall prey to this empty promises, because he talked about the importance of security. He said it is the foundation of national prosperity, that without security, farms cannot thrive, businesses cannot grow, and families cannot sleep in peace. Is it just realizing all of this? That without security, families cannot sleep in peace. Of course, there are families in the north that have not been sleeping in peace. They've been sleeping with their... In fact, they don't even sleep at all.
Is it the ones that were chased away from their community by terrorist threats?
Or the ones that were killed overnight
from 5 a.m. to...
From 5 p.m. to...
5 p.m., sorry.
To 3:30 a.m.
in the morning. So now, looking at this...
then he talked about unity and collective efforts. And I'm like, is he just realizing that Nigeria is not united, that is divided? And all of this, he even went further to say that he's our Messiah. So he is determined to rescue the country, and that he promised that that his promises will not be postponed. That his promises will not be postponed. And I'm seeing this as another political empty promises. Although he said it is not politics, that he's saying it from his heart, which I do not agree to that. This is pure politics to buy the minds of people again. And I'm praying Nigerians don't fall prey to all of this, because I see what he's playing at. The election is fast approaching, and he wants to deceive people again into voting him.
Well, Cassie, we might not really call that decisiveness. And you know, when the president say I am the Messiah, you know, all presidents proclaim themselves to be, even Donald Trump. You understand? You've had a lot of political, you know, loyalists of Donald Trump say, oh, he's the Messiah of America. He's going to bring America out of the punity and you know, pains America find themselves in one way or the other in terms of shootings and, you know, most of the terrible things happening in America and thereabouts. So every president, you know, proclaimed themselves to be that. You know, President Tinubu, I will not say that he is just realizing it. He knows that he knows about the situation on ground. He's not blind, and I believe he follows the press, you know, just as a president should do. Now, the thing is, I don't want to use the word selfish ambition on the president, but I want to use the word a president who has so far, you know, be going after the unnecessary activities that does not, you know, that has not really be how will I put it?
But it's actually selfish ambition, because everything that he has said,
taken his mind off the major activity, the major you know, how will I put it now? The major setback that Nigeria has been facing, going for those ones that are not really relevant at this point in time. That is what the president has been after. Normally, see, when you go tomorrow, Cassie, I bet you when you tend to go into power, maybe as a senator in your locality, in your state, in wherever you come from, definitely you give your people assurance. That is what any you know, campaign, you know, that is what any leader will do on a campaign level. It is very normal. You understand? I could recall when the president in his campaign talked about uninterrupted power supply. Cassie, how many times have we heard of national grid downfall and collapsing in this country? He talked about establishment of state policing. Yes, it was in the news headline where the president you know, said he is going to start up state policing and is not going to relent on that. But
did it affect it? I
can tell you that Nigeria has been practicing state policing even before the time of Goodluck Jonathan, even before the time of late President Umar Musa Yar'Adua. Nigeria has been practicing state policing in so many ways. Is it Amatekun in the southwest? Is it OSPAC that we have here in Rivers State? There are other state policing, you know, that has been, you know, that has been commenced in the east. Is it in the north? So what is he trying? Which other kind of state police now does the president, is he actually emphasizing on now? And again, even the state police, what effect as they have, or as they, you know, what effect has it taken place in the lives of Nigeria, on the security and welfare of this country? Let's be honest with ourselves. Let Nigeria, at least Nigerians, know what's happening. Look at the mass killing and thereabout. Of what use have the state police, you know, have Nigerians gained from the state policing? So which other kind of state policing is he trying to inaugurate, or is he trying to go and exploit robot from China? Because if you look at the news now, China has, you know, invented robots to go into war, fight, combat insecurity and thereabout. Is this what he's talking about? He should clear Nigeria on that. He also talked about decisive defeat of insecurity. That was what, since 2023,
it has actually greatly increased.
Since 2023 in this campaign level, reducing cost of living, Cassie. He has talked about, please, ask Nigerians, at least the least amount of two self-contained in Nigeria now, currently in Port Harcourt or Abuja or Lagos. How much? If you don't pay up to 600,000 or 500 or more than even some places, 1 million. Is that the reducing of cost of living it talked about? Instead, it has widely increased. Is it fuel subsidy? A president came into power, the next day
removed
fuel subsidy. That was your first thing you came into power, and Nigerians watch with their 2 eyes. So what are we talking about? Is it job creations? Is it job creations? How many, even in Abuja, the FCT, organizations, how many company has it created, even in the FCT, that has reduced joblessness in the country? Is it a student loan? Yes, I could recall last year or year 2024 where inaugurated student loan. But how many people have benefited from that scheme? We've heard of most schools now, like University of Ilorin, they stopped it, they scrapped it, they say it's not favoring the welfare. That a lot of students are not able to refund back the loan they collect. Unilag, the same thing. Even in Uniportier, what effect has it had? A lot of students can't even afford their school fees. School fees initially in our own time, per semester we pay at least 45,000, 50,000.
But now you're paying like a private school.
Over 250,000 per semester.
And that's for federal school.
What about the cost of private university? Is it what do you call it? Concord, that you pay almost 2.5 million per semester. So what effect has his remarks had in the welfare of this country? So President Tinubu coming out to say he's not going to how did he put it, that he's not going to relent on his promises.
Yeah,
it's just a method of recampaigning. Yes, he made this statement in the governmental meeting which he had recently in Abuja.
That was on Monday.
Thank you. This is a means of recampaigning again. Nigeria has had this, and that's
why I stated earlier that it's just empty promises.
A president who really wants to work, we definitely take strict action on. See, Nigerians are not asking for anything currently except please tackle insecurity in this country. People are dying. Nigerians are dying on a daily basis. Nigerians are dying. I know for the fact that if this insecurity, if one of his family members are struck dead, I know the length at which our dear president will go to revenge the death of any of his relatives. Now look at, I expect President Tinubu to watch the mass burial that occurs on a daily basis in the north, and in the north central of this country. He should at least
feel the pains of the people.
Mass. What effort is he taking towards that? Who is talking about even the state police? What have they done? Nigeria is the third strongest military force in Africa. Yet, look at what is happening in our own country.
So your final thought? My
final thought is, please, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, focus on the most critical issues, affecting the welfare of Nigeria, and that is what insecurity. Which, if he can tackle insecurity, nobody will tell Nigerians to vote for him. At least Nigeria will know, yes, if that is the only thing he can do. He has won his way without rigging or anything. So Nigeria needs our president to focus on that aspect, and the high cost of living too, so that there will be employment, so that people will not start doing something negative, or because they want to make ends meet. That is what Nigeria is asking for. I don't think that should be difficult for a president like our own.
Thank you, King Sojalo. The president, Tinubu, should tackle insecurity in Nigeria so that he will not rig the 2027 election. Okay. Thank you so much, King Sojalo. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much, Cassie. Thanks
and
for having
me. And to amazing viewers, we've come to the end of the show. Many thanks for watching, and I am Cassie Tony. It's a bye for now.